Escapes on mixtapes to fought the tale of Tom. If I had to pack a 9, I'd pack 10. See, my friends don't really give a damn whether I live or die. And when my time comes, no one in this world's gonna cry. Just another day that passes by. Just another way for the masses to crucify everything I try not to keep to myself. Establishing the virtues that knowledge is wealth, and wisdom is a rarity, stupidity is transparency. Impossible to grow when most men can barely see. In order to survive, you gotta teach a seed. Sad to say, most fathers only teach them greed, or they teach them how to bleed, and so it's passed on to the next generation. And this is how hatred spawned. Won't be long till everybody wants to be a villain, and every little kid has a hunger for killing, ready and willing to take the next child's life. He's only 13 years and got blood on his knife. He killed the neighbor and his wife just to see how it would feel. Could tell the difference between make-believe and real. So don't give me that spiel about it's only entertainment. Cause before action flicks, there was no children on arraignment for massacring 10 fellow students. But the violence in the movies, this is only the blueprints. The blame lies deeper in a deadly combination of neglect by the parents, respect for those radio stations that play the music, glorify murders, glamorize the lifestyles of these crack dealers and burglars. This verbal defecation's what gets me irate. That's why my music only gets played by stations of pirates. It vibrates eardrums of poets in dead zones, b-boys and graph writers rocking walls and headphones, and under corporations and its descendants, a hate-filled racist. My label's independent, intended to keep control to the very end. As these arms of Big Brother reach out to take away my pen, cause the scent fears deep into the hearts of its agents. There's no way to stop the Erosadis when I'm turning a page in a cage, or staging a revolution, trying to reverse these effects of hip-hop persecution. Children are losing in this game called living. It seems like every single day somebody's wearing a ribbon, and someone they knew died in some sort of tragedy. Little Mary's tears are falling, and that's sad to see. It had to be a random act of senseless violence. So now for all the victims, moment of silence. You better think about that, cause this is a game of death that you're playing.
The patient here has been suffering from a trauma which we think can be successfully treated by electric shock. Hello, Billy. We've prescribed a series of 12 and are up to number 7. The patient was a prisoner of war in Dresden when it was bombed. He claims that well over 100,000 people were burned to death in the fire, worse than Hiroshima. And since Billy was actually there, it's natural enough to assume that this has had a contributing effect on his present condition.
He's ready, Doctor.
You're going to sleep now, Billy.
Drenched in sweat, lying awake is the nocturnal. Escape to burn the stress as I exhale these eternal struggles. With miss bad luck, one more this sucks. If the world could stop turning, I wouldn't give up. Stuck in the madness and social distortion from within. The sickness and sadness is relieved with a pen. My perspectives derive from different points of view. If you could understand how my life beneath the blue moon swings and brings me back to face the truth. A troubled youth, I used to give a fuck, but now we all used to. It took abuse to show the night to the days. Walking through the darkness, depression seems to be a maze. I try to make my way through the tribulations, but it's hard when positive is overcome with frustration, I know I'm not the chosen one. At times I feel as if I lie alone beneath the frozen sun. 101, it's just a battle in my mind. I find torment behind the chains of time. The ties that bond me to the pain, content with the suffering. Cause if I lost my misery, I'd be left with nothing.
Yeah, I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person. Yeah, I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person. Yeah, I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person. Yeah, I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person.
Through scriptures on pages, expressions of pathological rages, reaches hands through the ages. My poetry's contagious and lethal, releasing poison to the people, labeled as evil cause they fear it.
powers of the spirit, lyrics of a man with nothing to lose. I put a verse to your dome and leave your brain with a bruise. Oh, please excuse all of the violent behavior, but this is what it takes to prove that some that sound to be the savior. I would've gave you the benefit, but I doubt that it would do a bit of good. Honor was misunderstood. I wonder would they listen if it wasn't a trend. I wonder if I keep control to the motherfucking end. With vinyl in a pen, I bring final days to men who couldn't see the ways that my music was betrayed. They all got paid, but money don't make the man. Fucking ignorance, I guess they don't understand.
Yeah, I know I'm an emotionally disturbed person. 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 People think I'm talking to myself.
If you protest, if you think that death is a terrible thing, then you've not understood what I've said. You see, it's time for you to go home to your wives and your children. It's time for me to be dead for a little while.
Pushed out of bed around 2 by Camera Diaz. I threw on the t-shirt and jeans and 7 deuce Adidas. Finished the breakfast she prepared while I slept. Then I threw a mixtape on the dresser before I left. Jumped in the van that awaited out front. I gave greetings to my boys and they got handed a blunt. As I took the first pull, my head started to soar. Yo, what time's the sound check? Around 3:45. And the tour kicks off next week, out in Oslo. You think Beck could hook up them females? Yeah, I suppose so. You know, I caught a tape the other day, out on Melrose. Had to remix the Portishead, while the BFOs. And I heard about some shows next month, out in Copenhagen. Maybe we could check out some bombing. I got the tickets last week, in the mail. And everything is confirmed down to the last detail. This is the best day y'all never had. This is the best day I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. This is the best day y'all never had. This is the best day y'all never ever had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. Stepped off the helicopter onto the deck. I told the roadies where to put the equipment before the sound check. Adjust the levels, then got a quick rehearsal. Watch some kids warm up from the B-Boys Universal. There wasn't no circle, just 3 cats in a boombox. Reminded me of back in 4th grade when I used to pop lock. I'd like a whiskey, no rocks. And what's the damage so far? Except for you tonight, sir, I think it's open bar. Thanks. Alright, my man, why don't you make it a double? Then take a shot on me for that extra bit of trouble. Chips DJ was a female, said she liked my music. Said if I had a copy on vinyl, that she could use it. I gave her the 10-inch and she bought so Armageddon. We traded mixtapes and then I had to be heading down to my cabin so I could be grabbing some Z's before I release my sound waves upon the 7 seas. This is the best day y'all never had. This is the best day I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. This is the best day y'all never had. This is the best day I think I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. Coming down the hall, I hear OD ripping the wheels with 2 copies of our examination on the platters, and it feels like the only thing that matters in life is that there's a crowd to lose their mind when I address the mic. The group ahead was tight, so they already on their feet, and when OD went off, they made the paralyzed kids abandon their seats. Standing will repeat at the greatness. And then the table stalled and I heard welcome me, Erosadis. I put my fingers around the device to rule my views. Let loose with my influence on these kids in the crew. All were heads, so when my DJ dropped the needle, took almost no time before I would move the people. I sold like 30 tapes, so now I'm big ballin'. Even met a promoter who says he stays out in Holland. All in all, I say that things ain't bad. In fact, this is the best day I think I never had. This is the best day I never had. This is the best day I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. This is the best day I never had. This is the best day I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. This is the best day I never had. This is the best day I think I never had. You ever had a day like this? I never have. What's up, Cameron? Oh, you're in the honeymoon suite upstairs. Alright, I'll be there in a minute.
But you have to stop him. If you know this, can't you keep the pilot from pressing
He
them?
has always pressed it, and he always will. We always let him, and we always will let him. The moment is structured that way.
I think it's insane. 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 Am I dead or am I alive? What am I?
Conscience takes hold again, though I'm disoriented. Regroup my thoughts to find myself. Then I held a man abandoned where the people are faceless. I'm walking through the masses, tasting malice, tasting sadness, but it passes. Protected by the foams upon my head. Cause without a taste of music, you would all be deceased. The moods increase while the piece of earth ingested. Witness visions of useless verse manifested. Minds molested, profit-induced decisions. I slit my wrist to escape, but here I am re-risen to eliminate sickness right at the source. Judgments came of doom, so I kill with no remorse. See the shrooms I took, got my mind twisted and I'm dreaming about the pain on your face, the ways that you were screaming. Moving through the crowd, I'm feeling flashbacks of reality. The demons behind my eyes devise the next fatality. My fingers slowly stroke the mic that's in my pocket, hoping I can insert it into your ear socket. Addiction to the feeling of my words pulling heads has me caught in the claws of habit instead of what's right. Cause right and wrong are individuals. The struggle between these divisions what killers ritual. And since you will probably miss the meaning, no sense to try to explain the things that I'm thinking about. The ignorance I see, knowledge that's rising. When they the understand the order I'm devising. For now I wait, knowing the time will come when the empire falls and it all comes undone. Written on flesh, where blood is the ink, rot through portholes of thinking. Morals become immortal, trapped in sound waves. Theories become sound slaves. Work in the dungeon produces plans to populate graves. Behold the strategies the effort has created. Blueprints of a war, I'm more than just agitated. I'm filled with hatred and constantly tormented by opinions of the rest who stress that I'm demented. In solitude the mind fermented to this perspective on life. Most fail to see the truth cause they neglected to open the eyes. Listen to the lies, lost in the elements, clinging to irrelevance. When malevolence ceases to be controlled, unleash my rage with each phrase through the mic that I hold. Solutions take the form of verbal murder. Command a vocal charge with the fury of the Führer. The time has come for the industry's demise, sewn into the rhyme all the seeds of genocide.
As far as I know, I'm already dead, which means I'm waiting for your sorry ass in the afterlife.
was told if they catch me, orders are to shoot on sight. Lost my right, cause I won't change my ways. But no one ever asked me, yo John, you wanna blaze? I strayed away from the topics of discussion. It's so disgusting, these days everybody's busted. Masters of the universe or masters of corruption. Lust and greed getting played for payola. Well, check your Motorola to make sure everyone knows. Catch a bus to the studio to take a picture with a Lotus. You this whole lifestyle, way out of proportion. I swear to Ampex, the mom should have had abortions. These porcelain rappers that are fake as silicone should receive the death sentence for ever touching the microphone. Less in my home like a pervert with a kitty, yo. You wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for your video. These are the millies and vanillas I despise. I think music should be dope, even when I close my eyes, but it ain't. Now you got all these jocks and lettermen screaming and yelling that it's all about the Benjamins. I said hip-hop was better when no one paid attention. Every night I pray to God for divine intervention. He could throw the wrench and all evidence would get erased. As far as I know, there was only one Scarface, and he got nabbed. Oh, I mean he died in the movie, so please leave my love alone and go back to the hoochies and glam rock bands. Boys to men in the white sands. We'll all be all alone with a mic in my right hand. We'll all be all alone with a pen in my left hand. We'll all be all alone at a wall with a spray can. The world is yours. You could have it all. You better question what you're doing before you take that fall. The world is yours. You could have it all. You better question yourself. You could have it all. You better question what you're doing before you take that fall. The world is yours, and you could have it all. You better question yourself. I still keep to my stride when the world spits on me for not being the same as them or what I used to be. Refuse to see the benefits of being one to follow. I'd rather leave. It's all those starving minds defeat. The swarm behind the grease, the common enemy. It's my fallen sympathy for those that I'll pretend to be one of the chosen few. When for real, they look at life through a closed-in view. You see I broken true from the rocks of your deceit and your lies. And when I come back, I'm bringing mixtapes of formaldehyde. Tapes for education, fluid for embalming. Extermination is the formula I use for problem solving. You hear me calling? Bring it on if you gotta, and I'll end your vida. I'm asking what will it take to make you see the aftermath of your bloodless acts. When a nation falls behind and these third world's attacks, so sell your crack to your mothers and children. Blame it on the system and then hide behind religion. But it was your decision, was it made without thought? Did you not understand this paradise that you sought? When melting in the pot, you became a part of the deadly brew. True to life and that's a bitch, but what, who knew? Days continue to pass with no change. My peers pimp the love of my life at the mall with no change. And don't gain, the world will lose their soul. Peace is a dream in a dead man's eyes, and reality is cold. These fallacies of gold and significance of wealth. Someone's name stitched on your clothing to justify self. Why don't you recognize hell? Cause it's what you create. Push your faith into metals while your meta's child dies waiting for food and medicine. For you there's nothing better than some polo, a DK and Y. Indeed they might die, but it don't matter. Hear nothing but static. I wonder what's fatter. Is it your wallet or your jacket? There's no light in the attic, so you don't comprehend this mess. Options to plea in this case are ignorance at best. A statement to suggest that you were just a pawn in a game that went way beyond things you understand. Do what you can to cover your tracks as the madness grows, and hope you ain't affected by things you don't know. The world is yours. You could have it all. You better question what you're doing before you take that fall. The world is yours. You could have it all. You better question yourself. Yours. You could have it all, you better question your motives before you take that fall. The world is yours. You could have it all, you better question yourself before you sign that 8-ball.
Like the end of the world.
Yeah.
What looked like the end of the world, Mr. Pilgrim?
Dresden, after the bombing.
Don't be so egocentric, Mr. Pilgrim. We know how the world ends, and it has nothing to do with Earth, except that it gets wiped out.
Really? How does it end?
Kiss the world goodbye as I wait, forsake my dreams for the realism that I'm just a mistake, but I don't hate, cause emotion is worthless. Life created a sadist and I emerged with this from a cocoon. A murderous thoughts and ideas, fell in love with a girl. Reflections of female Sophia told me that she possessed all the answers. Said I was obsessed with the cancers that's killing my children. I lost still in the days and watched the moon sway from negative to how could I manifest this perspective. Still the hatred runs deeper than the imagination. The words hang in the air, as I feel strangulation. I lost my patience with the whole social system, so I quit socializing. Fuck socialism, rule with the wisdom that slowly been consuming me. The divine right to teach, diplomatic immunity to the community of weak-minded beings who are blinded by false images, not capable of seeing the true meaning behind the lies that's always stopping us. This is why I chose to be an underground philosopher. You will never understand. You will never understand. They never understood me anyway. Elevations, past my struggle, my camp's concentrating on annihilating. And I'm dictating the term, I'm through waiting. Now the verbal holocaust burns those who didn't learn or weren't concerned with the truth. I'm killing precedents on stage, like John Willick Spook, my rage was fever. Then them fucking pits of Satan, I began hating before I began communicating. So I'm not hesitating to bring forth a neurological army. 152 IQ, you got the brain of a connor. So what makes you think you can't get close to the wise? Better open them eyes. See, I bring the on the side so they'll confide in whatever God you claim. Make sure he knows your name, cause you're about to see the book of life. The game's over, my friend. You shook my hand and met the end. So go prepare for passage into the next step of Zen. Feel me, cause I don't like to be touched. I'd rather walk alone than have 10,000 tools like such and such. It's much too much money and not enough skills. You can't buy intelligence no matter how many $100 bills they show album cover. For those pictures of thousands, lots of 3-cent regular that I wouldn't even torture my phonograph with. Letting the corner for a laugh at some idiots now tell me I'm the jiggiest. I'm busy with my list and I'm obnoxious restless. Counting all the rap stars that invaded the world and able to prove fast that's going to fall with the gimmicks and lyrics. Why don't you take it to the limit and stay there? I'm in it but don't play fair, I guess, cause it ain't worth my seconds. You're heading down a road much travel. Well, babble and babble, but don't try to unravel what's hidden in the text. It's not complex, but over your head. Look up and break your neck, trying to catch a small piece of what's intended. No respect, in fact I hope you get offended. Pretended for too long, if you ignore me I'll go away. I guess you didn't know that I went mad yesterday. I know you're watching, I can hear you, I can hear you. I know you're watching, I know you're watching, I know you're watching, I can hear you. I know you're watching, I can hear you. I know you're watching, I know you're watching, I know you're watching, I can hear you. I know you're watching, I can hear you. I can hear you, I know you're watching, I can hear you. I know you're watching, I know you're watching, I can hear you watching, I can hear you. I can hear you watching. Look at life from the perspective of my enemy. It's on the wall, even with no sounds. I build beats on the S-beat like Mozart. Solve the past and the sequence and save them to lock like the perfect kick. The tie to snare in the bottles will get wrecked. The sample of the lady in the bus stop was bonus task. When so she told the trash can as I walk past. I had the mic on my grass next to the recorder and the lighter in my sack. Always come prepared, cause if I miss this, I might not get it back. Right on track. You wanna buy some crack, of course. So you got change for my lack of remorse. If you act like the source of my anger, you will get treated as such. I get touched by paper-made flex script. So what the fuck is next, kid? Expected to say no thanks. With a blank look, I shaked him in the eye. Took screams for a reply. Removed the blindfold from his ears so we could hear what I had to say. You know what? I went mad yesterday. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I can hear you. I can hear you. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I can hear you. You're watching. I can hear you. I can hear you. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I can hear you. I can hear you. Hear you. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I can hear you. I know you're watching. I can hear you. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I can hear you. I can hear you. Introduced to sour times on day one by the doctor. And the thought was that I wouldn't live to make it out the incubator. But 8,400 fucked up days later. 1,000 mishaps and setbacks, I'm still greater. Made it for a reason, maybe one I'll never know. And possibly it's one I've already accomplished, so tomorrow I may go. But if I chose not to grow, I would've died on the first. Never known the meaning of thirst, or the sound of music under reverse. In a smoke-filled room, so many reasons to fight for life once my first breath was consumed. But soon hard times fell in the form of pops wasn't there. Moms had 2 jobs and we were still on welfare. But along with 2 jobs, my mom's got an education. When facing hard times, moms gave him the finger. Creation of a rap singer. Novel by Deborah's Will, working graveyard shifts just to pay the bills. And yeah, I was one of them kids who turned latches. Moms never made it to my games or kung fu matches. Often said she would be there, all lost. Staring down my opponent with tears in my eyes, thinking, you about to get fucked up just like the rest. Cause without that first place trophy, how else will mom know I'm the best? So a mess of kids got beat downs and broken noses. Ended up walking home all alone, no roses. Losing interest in school cause most of them kids was fools. And the teachers were dick riders, high on their horse. The source of my anger was these inferior strangers. Would've loved to attack their mother's wounds with coat hangers. But that would've changed the course of my life and history. Might not fulfill what this life had planned for me. Cause the truth of the matter is when times were the hardest, these were the moments of life that made me an artist. So I scar this paper with elements of my soul in hopes to get a hold of the meaning itself. As old as the hell that has me trapped in this prison of the questions to unlock the passages to wisdom. Life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. My life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Life, 8,400. I used to give a fuck when I was a confused little child, but lots of wondering and searching has turned them smiles into wrinkles. Bloodshot gaze replaced the tears and the twinkles in my eyes. Sacrifice for the truth to arise to the surface. Now I understand what makes man noble and worthless, all in the same breath. So I refuse to speak to most people, cause their minds are deaf. And they're already programmed on how to think and how to act. And I can't convey anything to those who lack the comprehension. beyond the ooh, it's shiny. And I could buy my pretension at Sam Goody. Mention taste, and it could be a waste of my energy. Pacing back and forth, rendering most kids helpless. Maybe I'm just selfish or wrong, down on my luck, but that's life. And I don't really give a fuck. Life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. That's life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. My life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Alone from the beginning, cause moms had to pay the rent. Pops didn't exist, so most time was spent in my room, bent over the phonograph, consumed by the sounds that pass from the grooves into the needle. Planted seeds will grow, only due time. Never really knew the reasons for the wrong, or while the lawns had become my only escape. While other kids hit playgrounds, I stayed home and taped songs by people who had long since been dead. Saved by the music from the phones upon my head. Lying awake in bed with thoughts of yesterday. Questions for my God on why things never went my way. I never cared to stay in places I wasn't wanted. Left with all the anger and the problems that haunted a child who walked this world in solitude, abusing whatever to induce the next wound. I always assumed I'd be deceased in my teens, but you know what they say about your motherfucking dreams never coming true, at least not for one who looks alive through my eyes and tries in my shoes, hides in my blues to take away the pain of knowing that one day I'll be considered insane. I'm bitter at the stains that were left on my home, but I guess it doesn't matter, cause I'd rather be alone in this life. 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. My life, 8,400. I trouble you, I used to give a fuck. Trouble you. I used to give a fuck, but now we all used to. These days, death's got the fame, and it's a shame. The killers everywhere. For instance, in the video games, I think it's a conspiracy. A secret government plot, teaching kids strategies like how to not get shot. They got the soldiers of tomorrow and training today. They even found a way to make these absent parents pay. Don't worry, it's just play till the fantasy stops. And your jaw drops when your white suburban child kills 2 black kids. Cause your gun wasn't hidden, you didn't teach him right. Yesterday at school, little Jimmy got in a fight. The rapper said kill niggas, the lead singer said kill niggers. And the action hero, he settles everything by pulling triggers. The man in Washington looks at the figure, sits back and smiles. Says we're doing good, killing non-pure Watts in the meanwhile. Then he puts the file right back into the drawer. He does a line of coke and puts a call into his whore. So tell me what's in store for these next days to come. Slake himself the greed of money. Let the TV teach your son. Let the preacher be the one to say those final words as you bury your children. Try to pretend you never heard the warnings when you could have paid attention. Had this massacre prevented. Instead of saying words like I really meant it when I agreed to educate instead of incarcerate. But I guess it's man's destiny to seal his own fate.